You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself with. Good. This place is crawling with criminals. There's smoke rising just east of here. Could be worth checking if there's...
The graphics for like the abilities look different. Small manifest. Skip tutorials, don't need them. Run around, look for things. Large chest. Events and PvP. Ew. Orb of Transmute. Anything along the coast. No, Master, this is not. I have played it before. Since Mirage came out, I haven't played it because the last time I tried to play Mirage, I had a lot of lag problems. Oh, my ability's the middle mouse button. Oh no. Oh no, no. It looks like it's doing better now since Mirage has been out for a while. So I'm definitely not having the frame rate issues and bitrate issues I was the first time I tried playing it when Mirage came out.
I'm still breathing, that's a good sign.
It does certainly seem like it is doing better. The game, at least. My model, not so much. Barrel, you explode. Skill points. It's been a minute since I've played Path of Exile, at least, well, it's been a minute since I've played Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2. I did play the last update to Path of Exile before Mirage, and I did really enjoy it. When I tried doing Mirage initially, again, I had the very bad lag issues and frame rate problems to where I couldn't actually play it upon the initial time Mirage came out. But I'm really looking forward to it. Yes, that was the breach tree. That update was really good. I really enjoyed that. No, I like my gems right now. 10, 13, yeah, you're better. I just want to check the rest of the coastline to see if there's anything that I didn't hit. Oh, Goblin Troop's not here.
I've seen you before, back in Oriath, running like a frightened rabbit from my father and his gamekeepers. Fleet as a fox you were, even with that leg of prize venison over your shoulder. And from what I saw you do to Hillock, you've grown even faster since then. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. I hope your speed never fails you, Ranger. It's all that stands between you and death here in Rayclast. Lion Eye's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here.
When we cause our friends' ears to go bloody from rambling about our hyperfixations and our hyperfocuses.
I have many to care for. And there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
I've put a lot of time into World of Warcraft recently. So I understand.
While we live, we are blessed.
A ravishing ranger, relegated to rot in Ray class.
Yep, you get those games that they just hold your attention and they become hyperfixation. Nice.
The good ship, Mary Go.
What? Welcome in, Angela. What race and class do you play, Master? And also, what faction? Not that I'm going to judge you for the faction you choose. I have characters both in Horde and Alliance.
That's where my Mary Go ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a saw, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me.
I'm good. How are you?
Arrow, the Merry Gull's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wear, but upright, shuffling about. A land full of disturbing surprises, this Rayclast.
Man. No, I also live stream on Twitch and YouTube as well. Warlock is Horde? Nice. I guess you would say it's my main. It's my highest level character right now, but I have a level 45 Drakthir Evoker on the Alliance.
Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does.
My evoker is a augmentation evoker. I do also have a few priests, a druid. I have a couple priests, a druid, another evoker. I do have paladins. I don't really play them that much. I just don't like the tank classes because I don't like tank. Ooh, nice.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
Excuse me for clicking
Fine
buttons.
work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, forget I asked. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us when he had his blackguards dump us in the water out there. Here, got something for you. Should help you kill a few more of those undead bastards. Don't bother thanking me. The way I figure it, the longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives.
Critical thinking skills. Yeah, the last time I played, I was running either caustic or galvanic. I think it was caustic. Again, it's been a couple of months because for the longest time I was playing Souls games, and then recently I have kind of stepped out of the Soulsborne shadow,
Stay
and I've
sharp
been just
out there.
I've been putting a lot of time into World of Warcraft, as I said, but then also I'm playing what I'm having fun with. Welcome back, Rizzo. I have no armor, so I might die. At some point, Razor. Not right now, though. Okay, and bitrate is fumbling again. Yeah, it happens with like really intense it happens with like resource intensive games, and like if I found recently that if I keep my bitrate settings low in the actual streaming software, that it can stabilize. There's times I have to just wait it out, because if it's because of the game being really like graphically intense, that I just need to slow down, which that could be the problem with Path of Exile. I know that was the reason why I was having problems with it last time, because of the fact that there was just so many people in the server when Mirage came out. And watching it has been lagging. Push comes to shove, I do have an alternative where I can still play the game today, because I have a capture card, and my fiance is really chill with me like playing his gaming systems, given he's not using them at the time, and he's mostly been on PC lately. So he has Path of Exile on his PS5, so like if Path of Exile on PC turns out to be a problem, I can just switch to PS5. So bitrate did stabilize, and like I said, it happens with like resource intensive games. So for instance, it does it quite a bit with Path of Exile in moments where like I get really overwhelmed on screen, or if I'm moving really fast. It happens really badly with Diablo 4, and it has began to happen quite a bit with Liza P also. I think at this point it's a matter of my PC is just, it either needs to be upgraded or I need to work on just getting a different machine. I have had this computer for a few years, so like getting a new one wouldn't be a bad idea.
longer for this meal.
I knew he was there. He said the thing. That fire spell really is just... it's nuts. Oh yeah, that mob is like a rite of passage. Like, I don't know how many times I have died to the, like, fire magician there, but that mob is a rite of passage.
Khan's canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Karui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyed gemlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride. Khan's axes silenced their despair. Marseilles Lion-eye fought bravely to the last. Khan honored him with a place on his belt. Khan has shown Rayclast our Karui strength. Khan will teach Rayclast the Karui way.
It's good when it's a good game when the voice acting is oh yeah, no, it's also a rite of passage to get trampled by Roas, but it's a good game when the voice actors actually put emotion into what they're doing, and it just doesn't seem like they're reading a script. orb of transmute.
Will grow from your remains.
Medium life flask. Well, still not better than what I have. Oh, hello, lag.
Mana is gone.
Sorry, Jin, I became preoccupied. I will get to you in just a second.
Finally, choose what you wish.
Hold on. It's rude to interrupt people having a conversation. Okay.
What is your desire? His mirage is bound to this place by an astral chain. Enter the mirage, break the astral chain, then return to me.
Zombies aren't gonna shoot themselves? True. Hello, lag. What? something. My fiance's in a predicament. He has a cat. And we all know the rules for when we have cats. Teleport back to the entrance.
You have no idea what you're doing.
Woo! Completed my first Mirage. Somehow. I was certain with all of the lagging that I was going to die.
His Mirage is bound to this place by an astral chain. Enter the Mirage, break the astral chain, then return to me. You have done well. Zarok's link to this place has been broken, so I can now free this trapped Jinn. But I too will soon fade from this place. I am trapped alongside Zarok, and I can only infiltrate his projections, not create them myself. You will have to fight the Afrood on your own.
Time for lore.
I hold no ill will toward the Ferredin, but the Afrood disgust me. They are the pariahs of the outcasts, the rejected of the rejected, the violent, the sadists, and the evil. For generations they have made plague and darkness their tools. They steal what is ours and commit unspeakable acts, but only on the fringes, in the dark places. They know the Miraketh would slaughter them otherwise, which is why it is very concerning that the Aphrodite would make such overt moves now, after all this time. For some reason, they now seek to free Zarok, the accursed Grand Djinn of Time. They are not loyal to him. They are led by another, someone who remains hidden in the shadows.
That's not good.
Do they still call me the Winter Sycamore? I am always surprised at the lasting memory of my people. We survived the winter of the world so long ago that the Vestiri has endured 2 or 3 entire eras since. There was a time of warming, of rains, of lush rivers and forests, then the slow growth of the sands and the salt flats, the passing of my beloved mastodons. And now the deserts too begin to change. It is subtle and visible only to one who watches like me, but I feel it in the air. Though it may take another 1,000 years, the rains will return. This is my wisdom for you. If you wait long enough, all things change. After returning from a journey to the islands of the south and learning from the Hatungo there, I created the basis for what you now know as Jinn. My daughter Rashi was the first, though I have not seen her since she founded the Selkari. She chose to do this. Those that agreed to the ritual know far less pain. My people have long sentenced criminals to a time as Jinn. These are the minor Jinn the Afrood wish to torture and exploit. Criminals, yes, but they're our criminals.
Oh.
From what I observed, Zarok is trying to... How do I explain this? If time is a river, he is hooking his chains into it and trying to pull it down another path. A path in which he was never bound in the Bahariya, perhaps. If he can exert enough force, chain enough of our history, he may succeed. But till then, his mirages are not real. They are pale shadows of the land and the creatures within, but not the people.
I'm not dealing with immature people.
Zarok is my eternal nemesis and my only companion. He and I have been trapped together for a time incomprehensible. Yes, we hate each other, but we are also the only 2 thinking beings in the halls of the trial, save when an aspirant makes an attempt. Long ago, he sought to betray me and caged me in the prison of time. To save the Vastiri from him, I bound him to a barrier in the lowest level. And here we are, thousands of years later.
Person on TikTok.
He still struggles for freedom, and I still strive to stop him. I am sure we are both quite...
They're playing games where they're jumping in stream.
It's hard to tell.
And then...
Isn't it?
And the thing is that it's like, I always greet chatters when they come in. Granted, that's if I see them and they're being respectful. And this person, like, I greeted them when they came in, when I was dealing with my technical difficulties earlier, and after I got them figured out, they left stream. And it's like, I also generally will tell people, like, I hope they have a good day and to take care of themselves when they're like, I gotta go or something. And I'll also, like, thank them for hanging out. Well, person hopped back in, said hi. I said welcome back. They left again. And the third time they showed up, they said hi. The constant bouncing is frustrating because it's like, it's one thing to say if like you're gonna be right back or like you need to leave briefly to do something, but this was more, it felt attention seeking because this last time before I blocked them, they just came in and they're like ... Like, I don't entertain attention seeking. It's childish and immature.
There are no bars, no chains. Yet, I am caged all the same. Freedom is mere steps away, but my foot is moving slower than a glacier. He left my mind unslow to torture me. But that was his greatest mistake. I have had a very long time to focus on tapping into his power. And now, I can undermine him.
I had another person, like, no, Extremely Master. I had another person, like, months ago who also acted like this on YouTube. And the thing is like, they not only were very attention-seeky for the sake of attention-seeking, but they also were here, I will put it in chat, and I will pin it so that anybody who would like to jump over to the Twitch can, and it's easy to, and so that it's like easy to find. No, you are perfectly fine, Master. You do not have to worry about it. I will also do this. So that way it's on screen for anybody else. There.
Break the chains that bind. Speak? Oh, the trial is
Welcome to
Sickmas.
Twitch.
It is a Marraketh tradition that you need not concern yourself with. We built it, Zarok and I, together.
Welcome to Twitch.
Long ago.
I know I was calling you Master from YouTube, but do you pronounce your name as like Dice or Dice?
I created the binding ritual to improve our lives, to give those who wish to serve the chance to aid future generations. I am still saddened by how quickly it became.
Dice? Okay. Cool.
You would not believe it now, but the Vestiri was once a land of snow, ice, and eternal gloom. We were a people clad completely in pale furs, meant to keep us warm and blend in with the snow. Kulimak himself once gazed directly at me, but let his army past. He had no idea I was kneeling there in the drift, glaring right back at him. I would have given my life to leap out and slit his rotting throat. But he'd have just risen from another body. Cowardly Gitat! I'm not certain what happened. Last I heard about it, some sort of alliance had a plan to confront Kulimak. That was some time ago. I'm not sure how long. I'm sure you would not be here if it had failed, so there is that.
But yeah, you don't need to worry about like if you're saying too much, you're taking too much of chat up.
Break the chains that
You're
bind.
perfectly fine. Nice. No. There we go. No. It wasn't you, Dice. And you were not coming across that way. Like I said, it was somebody on TikTok. I don't need to go to the mud flats yet. I do need to go to Tidal Island. Yeah, for some whatever reason, TikTok is where most of the like problematic people are. Not all of them. There are good ones over there, but it's where a lot of the like problematic people are at or come from.
Removed the eternal stain from this coast. The Empire's citizens decorate our meeting houses with their heads. Our warriors build homes for our families. Our families till the earth, fish the waters, fill the air with song. The Karui Way is yet a seedling here, but it grows, gains in pride and power every day. Khan has kept his promise. The time of the Karui has come.
Oops. It depends on the community, because the World of Warcraft community is fairly decent over there. I've met a number of like people that play World of Warcraft who are decent. The TikTok Souls community is absolutely barbaric. Like most of the people that have come across my streams when I did play Soul stuff were pretty awful. And then just in a generalization, being a VTuber and one that is femme presenting, that is also technically, or well, pretty much a furry character, you get the weirdos and the creeps.
That would only slow me down.
It is extremely exhausting.
That would only slow me down.
Like, I cannot begin to tell you how many times I have to deal with people who are like just being downright disgusting because of the fact that I'm a femme-presenting furry VTuber on the internet.
My mana is gone.
I was certain I was going to die, but we made it. That time we died. I got the thing though.
Pain brings strength. That's nature for you.
Magic Orb, Driftwood Club. Bloody Entrails. I can go back to Nessa and give her the medicine box.
I'd almost stopped believing in miracles. This medicine chest. It's greater than the serums and salves it holds. It tells us that we can do more in Rayclass than merely suffer. I've not much to offer in return, but please, take something in thanks for what you've done.
Okie dokie. The extra flask would be good, considering how fast I run out of health. I also do like my additional support.
The Merry Gull ran aground on the tidal island trying to escape from pirates. As tends to happen here in Rayclast, her crew met a far worse fate. Cannibals. Tarkley pulled Bestel from some hideaway in the wreckage. The ship's only survivor. Whether the ordeal fractured his mind or whether it was just in his nature all along, it's clear that Bestel sails a different course to the rest of us. Tarkley's as good a man as you can find on this god-forsaken coast. He has some wrongs to right, no doubt. What they are, I've never asked, and I never will. If not for Tarkley, we'd all be dead. Farewell.
So, you managed to salvage Shaky Hand's druggery. Nicely done. Nessa will put it to good use. More than that benumbed quack Optin ever did.
Tarkley, rescued from the waves.
Yes.
A stricken Bestel, fate slave. From fallen crew and broken bark, Bestel lives, thanks to Tarkley.
Weekends are nice.
What now?
Got a job for you, if you're willing. There's a pool near the mudflats needs investigated. You'll smell it before you see it. Stinks like a carcass in high summer. But that's not the worst of it. Dead birds walking. Animals don't rise up again the same as people do here. So if they aren't raising themselves, what's doing it for them? The answer's in that fetid pool. Clear the place out and kill whatever's raising those rowers. We've got enough living dead to contend with already.
So, interesting thing. The first time that I played Path of Exile, when I was going to do the Fetid Pool quest, I ended up actually going into the cave where that, like, giant lobster is, not knowing that was a completely different quest. Going in there, surviving the entire cave, including the lobster at the end of it, by like a shred of my life. And I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. I am so unprepared for this. I'm gonna die. It's fine.
Founded by Marseilles Lioneye as a supply station for his campaigns against the Karui. In its day, Lioneye's watch could be defended by just a small garrison of well-armed legionnaires. What have I got? A handful of starving criminals with driftwood clubs and rusted hatchets. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty
That's kind of my
leftovers.
motto for whenever I
Whether it's
put
something in
myself
the air
into
or
a
in the
situation
water,
that I'm not
no one
prepared
stays
for yet.
dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. It can take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast.
Like, when I was playing Souls games, a lot of the times I was going into fights that, like, I was maybe 5 levels under ready to fight for. And a lot of the times people are like, you seem really, like, under-leveled for this. You seem very unprepared for this fight. And then after they would stick around, people would be like, you're doing a lot better in this fight for where you're currently at than I was, and I was actually, like, properly prepared for this. A lot of the times I say it's because I have a lack of self-preservation, which is kind of true. I mean, you have to have no self-preservation if you play Souls games. But my fiance's words are, I just like beating my head into a wall.
Though they might look like you or I, behind those eyes there's nothing but darkness and hunger. Whatever's got inside those folks is not even close to being human. That hat Vestal wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the poor bastard. Waste not, want not, I suppose. Yes, Vestal's got a gift for telling tales, but I'd never call him a liar. The truth's always in there.
I like to throw myself at hard content either until one of two things happen. Either I lose patience to continue doing it, which is very rare, or I just completely lose the willpower to keep going, which is generally the case, because I have decent patience. I can continue going at something for hours. People who have been here for when I played Elden Ring can contest that. Willpower is usually the thing that causes me to give up.
Nessa's the one keeps the rest of us from losing our minds. To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive more than a day, 2 at most. She's been proving me wrong every dawn since. Heard a bard once sing that the fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places. He's bloody well right. I've seen many an exile pass through Lion Eye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering. Oriath might want to forget us all, but I'll be damned if I will. That medicine chest you found, it'll do more than you might think. The medicine will run out, it always does, but Nessa won't. Give that girl a sliver of hope and she'll carry it to the end of the world. Stay sharp out there.
Okay, it's going on 2 hours. I've been streaming. The first full hour itself was literally nothing but technical issues and trying to resolve that stuff. I need to get a drink and I need to also stretch. I'll be back in a few minutes. Barring we have literally no other problems or issues or whatever. Path of Exile is the plan today. So I will see everyone soon. I will throw up a message on screen that I'm taking a break for anybody that comes in. I will be back. What I might do is when I start actively working on like vocal training, I might make a cover for it because it's so good. Thank you, Trident. Path is good. DMCA is a massive meanie. there's so much music I would love to be able to share, and I would love to be able to play, but I can't because DMCA is just like, no, it doesn't matter how good this music is. It doesn't matter if it's even something that's in a video game. The company has said no. Like, Kingdom Hearts has a great soundtrack. It's Disney, it's going to have a nice soundtrack. But the thing is again, it's Disney. Disney's like, haha, no, it doesn't matter if the game has music in it. You can't play the music.
You've done well.
Oh, it's true. It is 100% true. Great soundtrack, phenomenal. But Disney does not like to share. Very much the same way that Sony doesn't. It's why we don't have a Bloodborne remake.
Make your wish. A geomantic wish. Curious.
that astral instrument is so close to the portal that, like, if I misclicked even the slightest bit, it would cause me to go back through. And I don't want to go back through the portal. Alright. That is now 2 mirages. That one was not nearly as bad as the last one. I don't think I lagged that much. That one at least. The first one I went into, I was lagging something terrible. I will read the messages in just a second when I am not in danger of being horrifically murdered. Having really bad lag an hour ago or so. League has a lot of DDoS issues. So the servers are still having problems? Even though Mirage has been out for a while? That's surprising. I know that when I first tried to log on to do Mirage, that I was having like really bad issues. But I would figure that since Mirage has been out for a while, it would have gotten better. Gotten better-ish. I see. Europe servers are still doing bad. Ooh. good to see you, Silver. I hope you're doing well. I am doing good. I'm sorry to hear that. I never put the extra medium life flask in my flask bar. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I could have been saving myself so much pain if I had added that extra medium flask to my flask bar, but no. My brain didn't consider. $26, $22. I wish DMCA wasn't so mean, because I would love to let you guys hear the song I'm listening to, because I know country is not the genre of the era, and it's not. The name of the song is Wild Hearts. It's by Keith Urban. And it's like, I know country's not the genre of the ages, and it's kind of became a, like, not favorite for people because of the way it's gone. But this is one of those that it's one of the, like, few good country songs. I survived my rite of passage.
That would only slow me down.
inventory space, the monster of ARPGs.
No, I was never there.
Modern ARPGs, yes, I would agree. I was about to be like, if you're saying it has the smallest inventory grid of ARPGs, OG Diablo has a fairly small inventory grid, and gold takes up inventory space in OG Diablo. Oh man. I'm looking for bows that'll have things that can give like elemental damage. And the thing is in ARPGs, you don't get things that will give you more inventory space either, the way that you can get stuff that will give you more inventory space in MMOs. Because I've been sinking a lot of time into World of Warcraft, and the way that you get extra bags to give yourself more inventory space is just love. second rite of passage, getting absolutely stomped by Roas. Thank you for the follow. I will let people know that follows are anonymous, because lurkers who want to come in, drop follows, it's there for you guys, because as a career lurker myself, when I first came on Twitch, I liked the non-pressure to being able to follow without being called out for it, and so I like being able to provide that space for people to follow without feeling pressured and feeling called out for it. Because if you're lurking, you don't want to be called out, you just want to hang out. And so I want people to have the same feeling of not being pressured by that I do. So anybody who follows, your name will not show up, you will remain anonymous. I want to know what the Path of Exile devs were thinking of when they came up with the concept for the Roas. I can't believe I'm having to say this on the internet in 2026. Probably New Zealand thing? Maybe? You know, in the same concept of, like, most of the dangerous things on the planet are in Australia. Maybe this is what New Zealand thought of? Like I was saying, though. Can't believe I have to say this on the internet in 2026. But don't force religion on people. For context, this was a rando on YouTube, but just don't force religion on people. That's disgusting. there's our lag. That was terrifying. For context, when I say don't force religion on people, I'm not talking about the praying for you, like I'm not talking the whole praying for you, sending you good wishes, keeping you in my thoughts, keeping you in my prayers, and God bless you stuff. I'm talking about the don't go into people's spaces and start reciting verses from religious texts. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? Yeah. I will say I do frequently make the "have you heard of our Lord and Savior Cthulhu" jokes, or I will say I will like also make the jokes of like my brother in Christ, my brother in Cthulhu. On my alt channel, I've been playing Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, and there are vampires in that game. It's a fantasy world with like a whole different spiritual system. So like I even make jokes when I am playing that of my brother and Antichrist. But it's just, let's have respect for people on the internet. Icarus pests. On Earth, we call those mosquitoes. like the way that enemies are called Dripping Dead. It just sounds wrong.
Approach.
Like, Dripping Dead just sounds wrong.
Choose what you wish.
No, it probably doesn't.
Not all treasure is silver and gold.
In a place that is literally a marsh, it... Yeah, that can't be good. That can't be good on the olfactory senses.
Slow me down. Branch can save a tree. Slow me down.
Alright, you my guy are being rude. You gotta go, you're being rude.
That would only slow me down. That would only slow me down.
Everything is going well so far. This might be where things start to get a little flaky. Don't worry. I live a little on the wild side, meaning that when my health gets down to like a sliver, that's when I tend to panic heal. 75% of the time it works out. Hi, Stain Tampon, how are you? I'm jamming to music, so I'm also kind of not 100% tuned into the game. It is Friday! If you want to play mean, I can play mean. I have Caustic Arrow. I can play mean. I tried gambling with Bastel earlier, but he didn't have anything good for me at the time. That 3 spread's not doing anything for you. Is that 3? That looks like it might be 4. Either way, it's not doing anything for you. Whoa. That was spooky. It's okay. I have 4 more monsters in here because I need to clear it out. Yay! It looks so nice now. I was lazy.
What a lovely day we're having. Roaming, rotting rowers, roosting right here in Raycliffe. Squawking, suppurating spooks stalking our sandy seashore. Blighted, bedeviled bird bones beaking about our business. What? Can't a man have even a little fun in this dismal place?
You got anything good for me? Looking like a big fat no right now. Okay, that's decent.
Still composing that poem?
A necromancer? Just the one, was it? Guess the bastard got a bit lonely, decided to make himself some pets. Wow. Good to see you don't mind getting your hands good and filthy. Here, to mark a dirty job well done. I've traveled inland on the Emperor's Road via Prisoner's Gate. Had to skirt around Axiom Prison. That's the holdfast of Brutus the Warden. Bloody treacherous trip it was. Worth it? There's forest inland. Game, berries, fruit. More food than we can scrounge here. But most here wouldn't survive the journey. Would be a damn sight easier if we could pass through the prison. Tell you what, you carve us a path up the coast, find us a way past or through Brutus, and you'll have more than a few lives owing to you. Rowers, overgrown chickens with a murderous streak. If you're not careful, they'll talon your guts out and snap them up like big fat worms. That said, be sure to rifle through their nests if you get the chance. Rowers are like magpies, attracted to what shines. Farewell.
Alright. Now is the quest where we're going after Grandpa Lobster, which is the one where when I first started playing Path of Exile, I went in there, before even accepting a quest, I was just exploring. I didn't know what I was doing. I went in there, went through the entire cavern, got to the end of it, got to the lobster, and I'm like, oh shit, mistakes were made. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm gonna die. It was fine. I got out. I lived. I was able to tell the story. I escaped with a shred of my life, so yes, it was scary. I was clenching my cheeks pretty hard while I was in there, but it was okay. We made it. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I did take a break about an hour, 30 minutes ago, but I'm thirsty. I need a drink. I should have brought my Gatorade or my Powerade with me from the kitchen, but I did not. I'll be back in a couple minutes. There we go. This bow is actually not bad.
Make your wish.
Yes, give me the weapon.
Carries on.
Aw, I didn't want to do that. Stinky.
Poor corrupted creature.
Gave me a weapon and it wasn't even one that I use. I don't understand Russian. There's nothing else there.
That would only slow me down.
Is that everything inside the Mirage? There we go. If I hit one of these buttons, eventually it will pull up the thing that I'm looking for. That was almost perfectly matched. Her damage output to my health is still stupid. Oh, I was already inside the Mirage. I don't need to be here again.
That would only slow me down.
Ooh. Did I look at everything from her? Yes. mud flats.
That would only slow me down.
Ready yourself. What is your desire?
Rare melee weapon, which I won't use. Gold and oasis ground.
The most common wish.
Summon Dream.
That would only slow me down.
What am I doing trying to pick stuff up in the middle of the fight? The damage output of this spell is crazy. I'm sure when I get a better one, it'll be even wilder. Okay.
Sarah, do you not like this?
It's fine. Haven't we established that I'm pissing Zarok off already? That extra life is funny. Those barrels are probably gonna explode. Ooh, gold. Okay, we can now go to the passage. We have all of the glyphs.
That would only slow me down.
Okay, that's back to the fetid pool. Entering the passage.
That would only slow me down.
Hi, Achin. How are you doing? I'm wisdom scrolling things to see if they'll actually be of any use to me. You're still better. Luckily, the portal back to town is right here. So I can go back and sell stuff.
Come to hear your poem? One day we'll be strong enough to make our way inland, build new lives on the carcass of a dead empire. It's why God sent us maggots here.
Crimson, don't call me madam.
I was never there.
It's okay. Just don't call me madam.
Still composing that poem about...
What is your desire? You shall be graced
Rare armor is
by
good.
metal and leather. Zerok will not like this.
Still composing that poem?
Now that you've drained that passage, best I warn you about something. I was running down a wounded rower one night's eve when I glimpsed something in that waterlogged cavern. Looked a bit like a sand spitter, only the size of a bloody ox. I reckon it's nesting down in those flooded depths somewhere. If you're going that way, then do us a favor. Spill the old shield crab's guts before it gets hungry and comes looking for us. Stay sharp out there.
Friends, I think I'm going to end stream a little early. I was going to go for like 30 more minutes, but I need to try working on my possum's housing because he's not necessarily stressed out, but it's very minimal for his care requirements, and I want to give him the proper enrichment that he needs to be comfortable and for him to thrive. So I will call stream here. I will see everybody Monday. We will start back with Liza P since YouTube should be caught up with the VODs by then. I will also be like uploading the VODs from Twitch to YouTube for people who prefer to actually like watch them horizontally and not vertically. We're going to be raiding to Morning Fairy. Morning Fairy is playing Dark Souls Remastered at some point in the maybe not so distant future, maybe distant future. We will go back to Dark Souls Remastered. But right now, we're just coming back into our Souls era.